Add a Pendulum monster from your deck to the extra deck. Face up. It's so simple, yet it hasn't existed on a cartel right now. Well, not actually right now. It's actually in Dawn of Majesty. It was released in April in the OCG, and I didn't cover it before right now because I was being a lazy bitch.
I'm just being honest with you.
That said, however, ain't much to say about it. Besides, you have way better targets to search for duelist alliance than this piece of shit. And why is it a piece of shit? I'm glad you asked, imaginary person, because it doesn't do shit. And when it comes to pendulums, cards have to either break even or give you card advantage to be decent. Electromite, Astrograph, Sorcerer, Wisdom, My Magician, Pendulum card, Servant of Endymion. All this does is move a pendulum from your deck to your extra deck. That is
not enough.
When speaking on pendulums, the only way Pendulum Treasure would be good is if Konami decided to make pendulum monsters with effects that activate while in the extra deck, and sure, that could happen, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Konami trying to be fucking clever with antagonistic intelligence Messiah. You can have God, Goddess, and Lord on the card, but the word Messiah, nah. Its pendulum effect kicks the shit out of Sky Striker and Litchi Rich, presumably, but that's under the impression that this is on the field, which means people are playing this shit. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody did play it for the hate, and or the zero scale, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it didn't see play. Oh shit, they're monster effects, so I almost forgot about those.
But not really.
You don't have to special summon it using its effect. However, I don't like that you have to put a pendulum from your hand or a pendulum from your pendulum zone in your extra deck to do so. Could have at least put that bitch in your hand. And as long as it's on field, it sends any monster summoned during the end phase. That gives your opponent the entire turn to do something about this. And yes, if they don't, they're losing their monsters. But when they do, when you put a pendulum in your extra deck, for what? Fucking
nothing.
Maybe it wasn't for nothing because Messiah does have 3,000 defense, but if you're summoning this big, if you didn't do it just to have it as a wall or material for rank 8, it's for this effect. But let's be real, summoning this isn't happening often. It's going to be used as a floodgate if it's used at all, and I don't think it's too far-fetched because Foreman Skipper searches the motherfucker being a cyberse and all. These were just some cards I didn't do videos on, so I decided to knock them out, not because anybody asked or anything, but didn't I say I'ma stop being a lazy bitch? Sure did. That said, thanks for watching. Patreon, Cashapp, Venmo, PayPal's in the description, and source my Discord server link. Now,
what's the question?
Isn't it about time Konami gave exact date and time for when the ban lists are published? Fuck yes. That's the main thing that I really care about when it comes to these ban lists and shit. Because, you know, I talk my shit with the ban list. Y'all might not agree. I don't really give a fuck. But the main thing that I would care about if I was playing, I don't really play right now. But if I was, I would care about knowing ahead of time as opposed to saying not sooner than. That's some bullshit. Do you care about story-based archetypes like the various World Legacy archetypes and the new Dogmatica related one? I don't really care for them, but it would be nice to have like a book or some shit to link those damn stories together as opposed to just having them on fucking cards. My opinion though. Would you consider reviewing whole structure decks like you did the Slifer and Obelisk ones again for future decks coming out? Sure, I have no problem with that. I will not say that I'll do every structure deck though, just so we're clear.
What else?
What are your favorite types of fruits? I don't really know why you're so adamant on asking this fucking question, but here we go. Blueberries, strawberries, bananas are fine, I guess. Apples are fine, oranges are fine. That's pretty much the order. Okay? Stop asking the question. Considering your nickname for Elder Lich, Litchi Rich is clever as fuck, isn't it? Am I right to assume you used to or currently watch old Hanna-Barbera cartoons? You assume correctly, but that's not where it comes from. It comes from the 94 movie Richie Rich? Litchi Rich, Richie Rich, and it just happens to work because it's money and gold and shit. It just works perfectly, at least I think so. That's where it came from. But yes, you assume correctly. Hashtag what's the question? Appreciate y'all.
And you know this, man.